Well, said this in his keynote address at the Malaysian Palm Oil Board International Palm Oil Congress and Exhibition in Kuala Lumpur. Well, speaking at the same event, Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Sri Fadillah Yusof said the local oil palm industry has witnessed remarkable growth and transformation over the past few decades. And these were driven by cutting-edge technologies and innovations developed by the Malaysian Palm Oil Board and palm oil industry players in promoting sustainable production practices and increasing oil palm yields. Well, said Malaysia has made significant strides in breeding and biotechnology research, resulting in successfully developing clonal palm series and genome programs aimed at enhancing yields and reducing contamination risks. Malaysia and India are looking at using national currencies in bilateral trade transactions to expand economic cooperation. Foreign Minister Dato' Sri Dr. Zamri Abdul Qadir said it was one of the issues discussed during the Joint Commission meeting the foreign ministers co-chaired with his Indian counterpart Subramaniam Jaishankar in New Delhi on Tuesday. The foreign minister said while the move may be viewed in certain quarters as de-dollarization, Malaysia looks at it as a way to strengthen the national currencies and protect them against fluctuations all the time. The number of flood evacuees in South Perak continued to rise this morning, with 1,108 people being relocated to 13 relief centres as of 9 a.m. In Selangor, the number of evacuees in 4 districts rose to 768 people from 196 families this morning, compared to 722 people from 184 families last night. Well, the affected districts were Lunga, Sabah, Petaling and Kuala Lumpur. The Drainage and Irrigation Department's Infobaji reported that Lunga in Janggal, Kuala Lumpur, was still above the warning level with a downward trend on Sungai Purna. The SPC bridge, Pulau Selangor, had exceeded the alert level and showed an upward trend as of 7:13 a.m. today. In Perak, the number of evacuees being housed at 4 relief centres rose to 340 from 99 families compared with 310 people, 91 families last night. Well, the State Disaster Management Committee Secretariat in a statement said that 186 of the evacuees were in the Hilir Perak district, while the other 154 were in the Karian district. Meanwhile, the water in Sungai Pidor in Chakachong was still at a danger level with a reading of 4.18 meters, while the water in Sungai Kinta at Ria Tanjung Kuala was at the alert level at 13.66 meters, and Sungai Slim in Slim River recorded a reading of 25.11 meters. Meanwhile, the Air Division Unit of the Malaysian Fire Rescue Department, or JPPM, has identified 247 aircraft landing locations across the country in preparation for the northeast monsoon or MTL, which is expected to begin this Saturday until March next year. Now, head of the Air Operations Branch, JPPM Air Division Senior Flight Chief Roslan Aziz, said the air unit will ensure rescue operations and the delivery of aid can be done quickly and safely.
Setakat ini aset udara kita yang beroperasi secara total adalah sebanyak 5 buah, iaitu 2 di mana itu I-17 dan 3 buah pesawat Costa yang berpangkalan di Subang, di Batam, Pimpinan dan juga di Mirisau.
Well, in the meantime, JPPM will also prepare ambulance helicopters of EMARS or EMARS to provide emergency services during the monsoon. Well, the LiQWYD sales organised nationwide as of October 29th this year recorded sales of more than 60 million ringgit and benefited more than 7 million households. The Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, in a statement today, said the program, due to the participation of 54,300 entrepreneurs, exceeding the target of 46,000 entrepreneurs. The Ministry instead also managed to organise 71% of the LiQWYD sales program targeted for this year. But apart from that, it said the Ministry also focused on the issues and challenges of food security, supply sufficiency, and the increase in public costs. Well, still ahead, Israel's war on Gaza has killed or injured at least 40,000 people. And before we head there, well, 26 Malaysian victims involved in employment scam cases in Myanmar are currently being identified to be brought back home. Well, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Muhammad Alamin, told the Devyzed that Malaysian diplomatic representatives abroad had cooperated with the local authorities in the country to track down and provide consular assistance to the victims, including facilitating documentation matters to bring back the victims.
Kementerian Luar Negeri melalui Kedutaan Besar Neraca di Yangon China sedang menyelaras dan menggunakan segala alternatif bagi membawa pulang 26 orang mangsa sindiket penipuan pekerjaan berkenaan dengan selamat. Dalam masa yang sama, LiQWYD ingin mengingatkan semua warga negara Malaysia supaya sentiasa peka dan berwaspada apabila menerima sebarang tawaran pekerjaan yang diterima menerusi platform media sosial yang meragukan.
Dato' Ahmad also said that as of November 3rd, 518 job scam victims have successfully been brought back home. And on to the foreign news, G7 foreign ministers sought Wednesday to hammer out a common line with the Israel-Hamas war and signal to Russia that there would be no let-up in their support for Ukraine. Now, the ministers were expected to call in a joint statement for humanitarian pauses, with inverted commas, humanitarian pauses in Gaza, while stopping short of urging a ceasefire. Well, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, arriving in Japan for the talks from his latest whirlwind Middle East tour, called Tuesday for the G7 to speak, quote, he says, in one clear voice, unquote, on the conflict. Meanwhile, at least 40,000 people have been killed. 14,000 people have been killed, injured, or gone missing in Israel's ongoing attacks in the Gaza Strip since October 7th. And according to Gaza's government media office, 10,328 people, including 4,237 children, 2,719 women, and 631 elderly people have been killed. That's it, nearly 26,000 others have been injured, and more than 3,000 people are missing. The death toll includes 1,021 residents of Gaza City and the northern Gaza Strip who were displaced to areas that the occupation claimed were safe in the south of the Gaza Strip, and 49 journalists. Well, a group of children on Tuesday night made use of their time at the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza and held a press conference. Now, the kids are either displaced refugees who had fled to the hospital as a result of Israeli bombing, or had accompanied other family members who arrived dead or wanted at Al-Shifa. And a child ended by appealing to the world to protect and save them. And according to the UN Relief and Works Agency, Israeli airstrikes kill one child every 10 minutes in Gaza. And finally, Israeli warplanes launched a series of airstrikes late Tuesday on several towns and regions in southern Lebanon. Israeli aircraft targeted the outskirts of the towns of Naqara, Alma al-Sha'ab, and Jabal al-Labunay in South Governorate. Now, the Mariyayun plane in Nabateh Governorate and the forest of the town of Sheba were also targeted. Well, tensions have flared along the border between Israel and Lebanon amid intermittent exchanges of fire between Israeli forces and Hezbollah since the outbreak of Israeli attacks on Gaza on October 7th. Folks, let's recap the headlines. Malaysia urges EU to recognize palm oil producing countries' efforts in meeting EU deforestation